Hi dear students, welcome back to the class. Today we are going to discussing the new chapter, Adaptation. I hope all of you know about this word adaptation. If you don't know the word of adaptation, at least you know about the word habit, habitat and environment. So what is this habitat of an organism which lives or grows? Okay, that is called what? Habitat. Okay, so first go, that is what? Habitat. Okay, so this habitat means what? Habitat, that is a special environment. That is what? Special environment where that living organisms live, or that means organisms lives or grow. That is what? Habitat. So what is habitat? Habitat is a special environment of an organism which live or grow. That is what? Habitat. Is it clear? Okay. And the next thing. Next, that's what? Environment. We know about environment, and also you listen the word environment. What is this environment? Simple definition we can able to say what the environment is the sum of the biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic and abiotic factors. So, I listen the word this biotic. What is this meaning of biotic? Biotic. What is this biotic? Biotic means that are the living organisms. Biotic means what? That is the living beings, living organisms. Living organisms means what? That is the plants or animals. Okay, plants or animals. So the examples for plants and animals. Okay, so that is what biotic. So you know about environment. Environment is the sum of what? Biotic and abiotic factors. So this biotic means that is a living, okay, living thing. So biotic or living thing, which means biotic means what? Living thing. Okay. So examples of these biotic factors, they are the plants and animals, including human beings also. Okay, these things are what? Biotic factors. And what is this abiotic factors? Just opposite of these biotic factors. Okay, this abiotic factors, which means what? They are the non-living organisms, non-living things. They are the non-living things. Okay, by abiotic factors, which means what? They are the non-living things. Can you give me some examples of non-living things? Yes. That is what? Yeah. Sun, light, then heat, then soil, then water, etc. There are more non-living things are there. There are more non-living things are there. You know that. Okay. So these both we call as these both are the factors of the environment. Okay. So what is the definition of environment? So what is environment? Environment is the physical and biological conditions in which an organism lives and with which it is interact. Okay, that is what environment. Environment means what? Environment is the physical and biological condition. Physical and biological means you know say. Okay, physical and biological conditions in which an organism live. Okay, in physical and biological condition in which where that organisms lives and with which it interact and knows that they are interacting. So that is called as what? Environment. Okay. So what is environment? Environment, that is the physical and biological condition in which an organism lives. Okay, in which an organism lives and with which it interact. That is called what? Environment. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Once again, what is habitat? What is habitat? Habitat is a special environment of an organism in which it lives and grows. where one organism live and grow. So their surroundings, that's we call what? Environment. Okay, where that lives and grow, that is habitat, and surroundings, that's it, that is what? The surrounding medium, that is what? Environment. So that environment is what? The physical and biological condition in which the living organisms that live. Okay, living organism that lives and with which it interact. Okay, that is environment. Is it clear? Okay, and now we are going to discussing that adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation, that is the ability of an organism to change for better adjustment with the environment. See, adaptation means we are living in, just think about, we are living in a hill area. Okay, so our body automatically adopt with that what environment is, the climate or is environment. Okay, so that is adaptation. We know that we are living on land now. We are not able to live inside the water because our body adapted within our surroundings, in land, that is in our environment. Okay, but in case of fish, catch one fish from the pond and keep it on the land, that will die because they are not able to survive there, because they are adopt their characters from the some features. They adopt some features from the water. Okay, they don't have the lungs like us. They have what gills for breathing. Okay, so they just take the air from the water. If we are adopt some characters, some features from our world surroundings, okay, from our environment. So that is what adaptation. So what is this adaptation? Adaptation is a adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation is a word. Ability of an organism to change the better adjustment, with the environment. Okay, that is what? Adaptation. Did you understand this topic? Okay. Now that habitat. So what is habitat? Habitat, you know that habitat is a special environment of an organism in which it lives and grows. That is what? Habitat. Okay. So this habitat, you know that in our habitat on this surroundings, that means in this surrounding medium, that is our habitat. Like fishes, their habitat is where? At the sea, water, that means inside the water. Maybe in the sea, river, pond, lake, they are the surrounding of, that means their habitat. Okay, and you know that in our freshwater fish that will not live in this seawater fish. Freshwater fish that will not survive on where? Seawater. Okay, because they already adopt some character from their surroundings. Okay, like that. Cactus that we can able to see on desert, no, because they adopt some character. Their habitat is where the desert only. Wild animals, they are lives in where? Forest. They lives in where? Forest. So all the living organisms, they have different habitat. Okay, they are living in different habitat. So abiotic component of an organism, that habitats are classified into three: climatic factors, edaphic factors, and physiographic factors. What? Climatic factors, edaphic factors, and physiographic factors. Climatic factors, which means that is depending upon the temperature and light, rainfall, wind, gases, etc. These comes under what? Climatic factors. Okay, climatic factors. These what? Temperature. Okay, in atmospheric temperature and the intensity of light and the rainfall, wind and gas, etc. This all comes in the climatic factors. After that, it is what? Edaphic factors. Edaphic factors, which means these are the soil texture, soil pH and soil nutrients. Okay, these depending upon what? The soil. Okay. Now you know that in our country only different places, different type of soils we can able to say, no? Yes. So that's what edaphic factors. What? Edaphic factors. Edaphic factors, that's what? Soil texture. Soil texture and the soil pH. Soil pH. Then soil nutrients. Soil nutrients. So these all comes under edaphic factors. Is it clear? Okay. Now that's physiographic or physiographic or topographic factors. Physiographic factors or topographic factors, which means this is the altitude of the particular place, altitude and exposure of the slopes and what steepness. These all things comes under what? Physiographic or topographic factors. So these are the three abiotic components of an organism in the habitat. Do you understand? See once again, it's a special environment. It's a special environment of an organism in which it lives and grows. Lives and grows. Where the organism live and grow, that is their habitat. Okay. And the abiotic factors. What are the abiotic factors of an organism's habitat? Climatic factors, edaphic factors, physiographic factors. Climatic factors, what are the components will become? Yes, temperature, light, wind, gases and rainfall. Okay. After that, what? Edaphic factors. Edaphic factors, what are the things will come? Soil texture, soil pH, soil nutrients. These all things comes under the edaphic factors. Okay. And the next it is physiographic or topographic factors. Physiographic factors or topographic factors, that is a place altitude. What? Altitude and exposure of slopes and steepness. These all things comes under this topographic or physiographic factors. I hope all of you understood this topic. Okay, thank you.